Hey everyone, happy Friday. I wanted to pop on today and talk about a couple different things, but everything centering upon how to make change stick. This is going to be a little bit similar to what I had gone live with earlier this week, but never actually saved to download it. But it's going to be a little bit different too. So I think so many of us think of change in a really negative way. We think that change is scary and big and ugly and hard and tough, and if we don't have to do it, then why would we do it? And I get it, I do. Change can be all those things, but change can also be really beautiful and super simple and easy and smooth. And we change every day, whether it's a big thing or not. We change our clothes every day or most days, We change our makeup, we change our sunglasses, we change our attitude for the day. So I don't want you to ever think that change has to be this big, scary, horrible, hairy thing, because change is also only sustainable when you make it super small. So if I look at my own life and say, I drastically changed my life. What my life and what myself looks like right now versus 3 years ago is totally different. I mean, hell, what my life and myself looks like today versus same time last year, totally different. And a lot of that was really scary change. That was a lot of deep inner work that I went through, a lot of shadow work, a lot of really digging into emotions and situations that I had suppressed and repressed for 30 years. But it also was some of the most beautiful work that I've ever done. And some of it was super easy. Deciding that I was going to strike out on my own and actually start a coaching business was scary and easy at the same time, because I could feel it in my bones, right? And it was also a lot of super small steps. It was taking a couple weeks and sitting with the idea of being a coach. Okay, what does that mean? What does that look like? What do I think about it? What does the industry look like? And really digging into each of those research points. And then some of it was big, scary action of, doing the damn thing and making that decision. And as much as I wish I could say that every time in my life that I've come to having to make a decision, that I've done it, that I've made the big step, that I've made the commitment to myself. But that would be a complete bullshit story, right? We're all human at the end of the day. There have been so many times in my life, and I can remember a couple really pivotal ones where I thought I was ready, and I did all the things, and I said I was going to do the thing, and I got right up to the edge, and I just kind of slinked away. And I don't regret any of that. And I want to push this point home, because it's not about looking at all the things that you haven't done, or you haven't done right, or you haven't done in the right way, or all these things, right? It's about looking at them as learning points and as recalibration points. So, and this is a tough change, because it's a mindset that is not ingrained in Americans at all. This concept of everything we're doing is a learning opportunity. Whether that learning is awesome, cool, I did it, or if that learning is, oh shit, that was horrible, I never want to do that again. They are equally as important. They are equally as important to know what you do want and what you don't want. So all of these things that you've done up to this point, or you haven't done up to this point, they're getting you to the precipice of saying, I am ready for change. I want this. I'm committing to this. I am declaring this today. Today is the last day that I'm gonna X. Today is the first day that I'm gonna Y. It's all these small things that have happened, and these not so small things that have happened, that have gotten you to this point. And so many of us, myself included, for a very long time, we think that change has to be all in one fell swoop. We think change has to be all or nothing. I'm going to quit my job today, and I'm going to open a business, and I have to do it all myself, and I have to do it all right now. Or I'm in a really shitty relationship. I need to end it here. I need to go out on my own. I need to do these 15 different steps to make myself happy, and I need to do it this weekend. I just need to do it this weekend. Or whatever it may be, you know, if we break it down super simple, because this lesson applies to every decision we make in our life, whether it's a big decision or a small decision. You know, it's beautiful weather here in Rhode Island, and in the back of my mind, I have this idea of, I really want to spring clean my house this year. I haven't done it in the 3 years that I've lived here. I really want to like hardcore wash the windows, do the screens, do all that. And I have a small house, but if I think of the fact that I need to do all of that, that's a lot of work. And it's scary to think of that I haven't done it in 3 years. So that's a lot of work to do with 2 dogs. But if we break it down, if we make, instead of one big scary goal, right? Like that's our end goal. Our end goal is to have a clean house, or to create a business, or to have a better relationship, or to quit our job, or XYZ. That's our big far out goal, right? We're working towards that. We're going to work towards that every day. But in order to actually make it there without burning ourselves out, without being so miserable at the end of the day that we don't even care if we get there anymore, we have to focus on super, super small, easily attainable goals. I'm going to repeat that. Easily attainable, super simple, small goals. There's this acronym, KISS. I'm sure you've heard of it. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm going to say keep it simple, sunshine, because I don't think anyone is stupid. But it's this idea that we have to put these pieces of a goal into these super small pieces, because that's what we can consume. That's what we can do every day, right? There's this idea that you should do one thing every day towards your goal. Well, if your one thing every day is to spend 4 hours at the gym working out, that's a really hard goal to fit in every day. But if your one thing and your super small, really simple, easily attainable piece of that goal is to do 5 squats, or 5 more squats than yesterday, you're going to hit that goal a lot more easily. Now, it may take you longer, but at the end of the day, it's not about how quickly we get to our goal, right? It's about how sustainably we get to our goal, so that when we get there, we're still motivated by it. It's still something that we want to work towards. So let's follow along with this exercise goal. Let's say, you know, my goal this year is to really feel comfortable in my body. So that comes from nutrition, that comes from movement, that comes from stress level, that comes from sleeping habits. That's a lot of stuff to focus on. That's a lot of stuff to make changes to or adjustments to. And that's really easily overwhelming. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, I need to clean up my eating habits, I need to go to bed earlier, I need to be less stressed, I need to XYZ, let's break it down. Let's break it down into super simple steps, all right? Today, instead of having a bottle of beer with dinner, I'm going to have iced tea. Hey, Acta. Hi, honey bun. I don't know why I called you honey bun, but hi. I'm going to say it's because my dogs are out here and I saw them when you popped on. But it's this idea of really breaking it down into these simple steps. So if I say, you know, my goal this year, let's say, is to be comfortable and happy in my body, I'm going to move 100 more steps today than I did yesterday. And I can track that with the Fitbit or whatever you have. Or instead of having Nutella and pretzels tonight for a snack, I'm going to have Nutella and strawberries. Or I'm going to have carrots and dip. Or, you know what I mean? It's not these big giant steps. I'm not saying I'm going to take out my after dinner snack and replace it with an apple. Some days that might be realistic. Most days for me, that's not. An apple to me is not a snack. But strawberries and chocolate hummus, now that you've got me. And that's a healthier option than than Nutella and pretzels every day. Hey, Sierra! So it's this idea of having these really small steps every day that you can keep working on. So besides just having these small steps, it's also creating this cadence of accountability and this record of success. So it's really easy for all of us, myself included, to think I should be this far ahead, right? I should be able to do this. I should be able to, squat 150 pounds. I can't get there today from where I'm at, but I can get there if I do a little every single day. And every single day that I achieve my one goal or my one small step, that's another point of success. That's another tally in my record of, I did this. I'm really awesome. And you're building up that confidence muscle and you're building up that success record. So when you go back and you have a hard day or you have a busy day or you get to a big milestone that you don't think you can do, instead of having this negative thought in your mind of all the things you haven't done, you have all these recent tally marks of what you've done really well. And by really well, I mean what you've accomplished, period. The fact that you're alive and that you're trying is an accomplishment. And I encourage you, and if my husband wasn't on a call right now, I would show you, I have one in my office. Literally make a tally mark. Tick it off every time that you drink a glass of water instead of going for a soda. Every time that you go to bed and don't take your phone with you. Create a visual tally mark of everything that you're doing so that you can see it. If you need to put it in your phone so that you have it on you, put it on a post-it that you stick on your phone and carry with you. It's that visual reminder of your success, of everything that you've done up to this point and can continue to do. It's this accountability to yourself to remind yourself that you are amazing and that you've got this. So it's these super simple, small, easily attainable goal. And I mean, sunshine, break this shit down even more than you think you need to. If you think that you can do 25 squats a day, break it down to 10. Break it down to 5. And then if you get 5 tally marks that day, super. But that's 5 successes. That's 5 different points of building your confidence, building that success muscle, that confidence muscle, versus 1 of 25. So it sounds silly, I get that, but it's this reminder to yourself, it's this muscle memory that you can do this, you've done this in the past, you've got this on your record, and it's going to help you move forward. And it's those super small, easily attainable, super simple goals, I gotta find a shorter way to say this, that will keep you motivated. Because it's not only about getting to the end goal, right? It's about enjoying getting to the end goal and enjoying it when you're there. I can say, I want to build this business and I want to be this, huge, awesome coach for everybody in the world. But if I burn out getting to that point, I'm not going to want to do it when I'm there. It's doing these small steps so that you can enjoy the journey. And when you do get to that big milestone, you think, okay, I understand what all that work was for now. Sorry about my dogs. I understand what all that work was for now. And that comes from the really small action steps that we take. So my whole point with this is whatever you're working towards, whether it's a business goal, a relationship goal, a life goal, cleaning your house because it's spring cleaning time, whatever it is, apparently there's somebody out front that they don't like. Oh, it's the neighbors. Whatever it is, break it down into really small steps and you will achieve your goal. If you break it down, you are absolutely guaranteed to hit your goal. You just have to break it down into small steps that you can achieve. And I 100% believe in you. I 100% know that whatever it is you're working towards, if you break it down, you can achieve it. And that's really what I wanted to get on here and say, because that I think is so important and something that so many of us kind of push off or ignore because we think that we can do more. We can absolutely do more. But can we do more every single day in a sustainable fashion that keeps us motivated, that keeps that success record, that keeps that confidence level high? And if that's not a hell yes, then you need to make your action steps smaller. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your Friday, and I will talk to you soon.